This is Chicago's very own WGN Midday News.
And still to come in today's Midday Fix, blending math and football. Advice on how to get kids excited about learning. Stay with us.
Well, that's that. Okay, football season is in full swing, so in today's Midday Fix, unique ways to get kids excited about the game and teach them math at the same time. Morgan Schaefer is here from Mathnasium. She brought Josh and Ellery with us. 5th grade and
6th grade.
6th grade. Okay, so we're talking about, football. These are my two favorite things, right? Football and math. So you're putting them together somehow.
Exactly. Yeah, football season is upon us, so a great way to get kids involved rather than just sitting on the couch all day is to incorporate some math. So I have a couple activities here for kids of all ages. Starting down here, I have a number identification game. So a great way to get toddlers and preschoolers involved is to help them identify numbers. So they can sit with you and identify the numbers on the players' jerseys.
Oh.
And then a great way to extend the activity is this number identification game. So we've cut out football players and footballs. And so you have your child match the numbers on the footballs to the numbers on the players. And so just have them match the numbers like this, and a great way to practice that number identification for...
That is already, I'm loving this because right now I'm at home watching the game and the kids are learning something, but at the same time I'm watching the game. So what else do we have here?
Yeah, so our next activity is for elementary school kids, and so a great way to get them involved is to have them host a football viewing party, but there's a catch. Every kid that comes has to make their own Mathnasium trail mix, and so it's a great way to practice measurement and fractions. And so for our snack mix, Ellery's going to help me make it today.
Ellery's going to help us out today. You're a 5th grader, and what did you say you guys are doing in math in school right now?
Factors and multiples.
Factors and multiples. Hear that, Courtney? Already hit it. Okay.
All right, so we're going to start. So we're going to start with 1 cup of Cheerios. And then a tablespoon of chocolate-covered sunflower seeds. And 5 banana chips. And a 1/4 cup raisins. And 4 yogurt-covered pretzels. And so while Ellery is mixing this up, a great way to extend this activity is to have the kids double the recipe, half the recipe, or talk about the ratio of different ingredients. And then, of course, they get to enjoy that while they're watching the game.
And then the 4th quarter cleanup. Yeah.
Exactly. And then another way to get elementary students involved is to go online and play a fun game like Tackle Math Football. And so it's a great way to practice adding and subtracting players and football game scores.
So what are they doing for Tackle Math Ball?
So they are practicing adding and subtracting scores. So you're looking at single-digit, multi-digit addition and subtraction.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Dad's still watching the game. Okay, Josh, you're helping us out.
And then we'll move down here. So I have a couple activities for middle schoolers or older kids. And so one great popular activity is for kids to manage their own fantasy football team. And I believe, Josh, you have your own team, correct?
Yes. Now, do you really do it, or does your dad do it? I know you're a Bills fan, so do you really do it, or does your dad do it?
I do it.
Okay. All right.
Yep, so that's a great way for kids to practice computing and tracking player statistics, and great way to practice managing a football team and practicing your math skills.
Okay, and this is, I see you, now we're putting geography in. We did addition, subtraction, now we're doing geography also.
Geometry.
Geometry.
Yep. So we are
Courtney,
going.
quiet.
So now for middle schoolers or high school students, a great way to get them involved is geometry. Always,
You have to say it again like that. I knew it was.
So I have 2 different examples here. So one I drew up is a pursuit drill. So looking at whether it's introducing or practicing the Pythagorean theorem. I have my 2 sides of the triangle. I have a linebacker and a wide receiver who are 15 yards apart, and a wide receiver that ran 20 yards down the field. And so your kid needs to figure out how far the linebacker needs to run in order to tackle the wide receiver.
Got any idea, Josh?
I have to look at that one.
Okay,
So,
that's okay. A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Exactly. And so then I have one more that Josh is going to help me with here. And so you can draw a play like the hitch route. And so I have a wide receiver and a quarterback who are on the line of scrimmage. And the wide receiver runs down the field, and then he turns 45 degrees back towards the quarterback. And so Josh is going to help me figure out at what angle does the quarterback need to throw the ball. to the wide receiver.
Okay. So the first thing we know is that 3 angles of a triangle equal 180 degrees. And then we have a 90-degree angle right here. So we subtract 90 from 180 and you get 90 degrees. And then you subtract 45 degrees again from 90 degrees and you get 45 degrees. So X has to equal 45 degrees.
Thank you so much, Josh. And Dad's still watching the game. I want to thank you for coming in. For more information and for more ideas, visit mathnasium.com/Chicagoland. And if you missed anything, we'll have it on our website, WGNTV.com. We even talk about geography there also.